X 50M in town to see our son 20M. 50M partner does not want to meet X. I am 50F, partner 50M, X 50M, son 20M. X and I have been split 12 plus years. He works overseas and has seen his son when he can. Our relationship is civil, emails and calls a few times a year. Pretty chill overall, no complaints. It's just how this has played out. X has moved on as have I. Have been with my partner for 5 years and son lives with us. So partner has been involved with son in an appropriate guidance sort of way. No issues between them or us as a whole. X is in our town for a week to check in with son, and I thought it would be good to have a dinner one night with the 4 of us to just meet up and have a few hours together before X leaves, no drama. Apparently partner thinks I'm way off in this, and is wildly uncomfortable at the thought, and I am struggling to fathom why. If it were me, I would be super interested in finally meeting the other parent, and I realize maybe it's just how I think. Obviously if partner is not comfortable, I'm not going to force him, so I will do dinner with X and son elsewhere, but am I missing something? Partner then said ask Reddit if people would actually do something like this, and reckons 80% would not. He's also not going to change his mind if it skews the other way, but now I am fully committed to sorting this. Your son is grown. Why do your partner and your ex need to meet? They have nothing to discuss. Your ex is not a guy who is super involved. Your current partner has no desire to meet him. Why do you care? Your son is an adult and can spend time with his dad without you. Your significant other doesn't have to meet him. My boyfriend, M21, wants my location on, but I, F22, don't see a reason to share it. My boyfriend is currently transferred out of state, so we're not near each other. He wants me to share my location, plus he wants to share his. I don't really see a need anymore, because we used to have our locations on, and it turned pretty toxic, IMO, where he was questioning where I was, or who I was with, and would get upset if I didn't tell him I was going out, even if it was to do a quick 5-minute errand. On the other hand, it also had me fretting about where he was, and seeing that he was still up, and not texting. I just felt like it was unhealthy, and could bring a nagging side I wasn't aware I had. Ultimately, I decided to stop sharing, and it's been good. I like it this way and I feel less restricted. He's been egging me on to res Harriet, but I don't see a point because A, he lives a few hours away now, so if I'm ever in a situation, I don't think he can come get me. B, I just feel like it'll undo everything I had done to get us to stop sharing, and I don't want to have to fight that battle again. I don't know. I understand that inherently there's nothing wrong with sharing locations. I just don't like how I felt like I was being watched/tracked all the time. Can someone help me figure out if I'm being unreasonable? If I'm not, how can I put my foot down? Thanks. You say no, I'm not comfortable sharing locations after what happened last time between us. If he keeps insisting or tries to guilt trip you into it, then you need to take a step back and reevaluate this relationship and if it's really healthy. Don't date someone with controlling tendencies who makes you feel restricted. It gets worse, not better. Enjoy your life with people who built you up and make you better, not those who make you feel shitty. Dump him. Seriously, do not waste your time on men like this. 24M. Had a breakup with my ex, 24F, around 9 months back, which made me very skeptical about people. So me, 24M, and my ex, 24F, were dating for around 2 years. We broke up around 9 months back because she felt her family values didn't match mine, and that she was not attracted in the same way as before. She said that she has lost feelings for me, and that our relationship has become more of a friendship for her. I didn't feel the same way. Sure, there were some issues that I felt, but I always took the initiative to talk about those issues, but she used to always keep dodging those talks by saying that's how she is, etc. Anyways, we broke up. It definitely broke my heart, because I really thought she was the one. We had a lot of fun and made a lot of memories. We decided to keep in touch since we really valued our friendship, and there wasn't any sour end to our relationship. I recently got to know that she is now dating someone else. Now comes the interesting part. During our relationship, there were a lot of times she told me that I am her dream guy and that she has imagined what our family will look like. How will I be as a father? That I am every girl's dream, etc. There were times like I would do something, and she would be tearing up and say that she was very lucky, etc. Now, after the breakup, she tells me that this new guy is the type of guy she always wanted to date, that he is her type, and that she feels he is the one. When I heard this, I was stunned. Not because I am jealous or something. Just sheer confusion about how a girl can say all of that to my face, not once but several times, and now say the same things about another guy. She literally made me cards and wrote me letters, texts about how lucky and happy she is to have me as her boyfriend. Once we were dancing, and she started crying, saying she always wanted to do this. Like, I don't understand at all. When I confronted her about this, she said she felt that about me at that time, and now she doesn't, and says it's not her fault she doesn't feel the same way. All of this made me feel like my 2 years were all but fake. And from now on, I will be very skeptical whenever someone tells me about something similar. Has this also happened with you folks, or am I the only special one? It's very simple. She said all of that about you when she was in love with you. Now she's in love with him, so she says those things about him. And since you stayed friends, you get a front row seat to their romance. I'm going to take a guess here, but I'm getting the impression she loves to be in love and the newness of a new relationship. Once things get settled and familiar, she loses interest. It is absolutely not you, it is her. Block her and move on. People change their minds, it happens. But saying you're her dream guy, then claiming the new guy is what she always wanted? That's some revisionist history right there. Sounds like she's trying to convince herself more than anyone else, to be honest. My mom, F50, is sad because me and my brother, M21, want to move to a new apartment. How can I cope? I, M21, currently live with my mom, F50, and my brother, M21, in a 2-bedroom apartment. We have been here for 3 years. My mom takes one room and one of the bathrooms, and my brother and I share the other room. When we first got the apartment, I wasn't working, and my brother wasn't either, because we were in college, so my mom was paying everything and working 2 jobs. She has done so much for us. Now things have changed and my brother and I pay the rent because my mom is having difficulties maintaining a job. She works and rents a room she hates in another city and comes once a week. She is single, doesn't have a BF, and won't rent alone. My brother and I want space and to have our own rooms because we have been living in the same bedroom all our life. This current apartment is decent, but we want a change of environment, but my mom has an emotional attachment to this apartment, doesn't want to move. She can't afford it on her own and says she feels lonely and like we are kicking her out of her home because we want something better with more amenities. My brother and she doesn't get along very well. He is leaving one way or another, but I feel bad leaving my mom behind. She's crying because she feels like we are throwing her out and she can't be on her own, although that's not the case. She is going through menopause and I know that must be hard, but I also know that I am 21, and even though it sounds bad, I need to think about my life and growing up, because if I worry too much about others like my mom, I won't succeed. I don't know what to do. Because I want to help my mom, but my brother will move either way, and it's going to be hard for her to pay half the rent. It's better if she pays the room she has in the other city where she works, but she hates that city. My brother proposed getting a 2-bedroom apartment in a nicer place, and my mom can still come when she wants, but she won't have her own room. She feels like she is a burden, and that makes me feel bad.